I'm gonna have to be like this to like block the light from my window. What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be doing a flip through. Now I was debating whether or not to do it like tabletop view or this view, but the deck is pretty huge, so I think this view should be fine. Today we're looking at the World of Visions Tarot. This is huge. I'll do size comparison of course in the end. But I got the bigger version. It's from Taroteca Studios. I believe the big version has gold edges and the regular version has black edges, similar to the Dark Mansion Tarot having black edges. Just gonna pop it right out. This is what the box looks like. Has like pretty gold foil details. So cool. I don't know why it makes me think of Harry Potter. I think because of this thing. I don't know. Here's a closer look at the box. Maybe if I block my face. It's magnetic clasp. Here's the band. And just like Taroteca's other decks, they have that like matte soft touch finish to it. But of course, like every soft touch finish on a deck feels different. I have quite a few soft touch decks and they all feel different. These are the backs. This is huge. I love these backings. I think they only have one type of backing. I do not remember at the time that I'm recording this video, but I'm sure I'll post a picture on the screen of their website showing the backings. And then it is gold edged because I got the huge version. And we're just gonna get right to the flip through. So with Taroteca decks, they usually like to stick a card in their deck that's already out as like a teaser of like, this is what's to come. So this deck has this card and it says in 2022, but I haven't seen anything on their website yet. You know, like more teasers on it. This one, 2023, I totally want to get this one. I like the art style. And I think this might be the Hermit card in this deck, but I like the glow going on. And I'm hoping the rest of the deck has that glow kind of look to it. Here's our Fool card with that beautiful blue moon in the background. And they got a cute little baby fox. You know what that fox makes me think of? Todd from The Fox and the Hound. Have any of you ever seen that movie? Here's the Magician. They got papers going all over the place. It's making me think like they're doing some sort of air magic or something. You have your sword right there, the cup, the wand that he's holding. So this thing here could be seen as a wand too. But I mean, you can see his staff as like a wand. And then you have the coin right there. It's very, very tiny. You can barely see it. The High Priestess is very blue, which I love. And if you look on the pillars, there's runes kind of carved in there. That's really cool. I love the atmosphere going on here. This appears to be a crescent moon. I'm wondering if they maybe had it like at the base of their head and then put it down. I just feel like it was placed on the floor for some reason. Our Empress. Got some pretty animals with her. You have the wheat right there. I don't know if these are her horns, but then there's also like some cracking going on her crown. I also like those aren't her nails, they're kind of like finger rings, fingertip rings. I don't know what they'd be called, but that looks pretty cool too. Here is our Emperor. The two creatures here by the, what would these be, the handles of his chair, the armrests, they make me think of the, I don't even know if they're dogs, but the, I guess, gargoyles from the Ghostbusters movie when What's-Her-Face came out and she's like, I am Zool, and then you have the dogs next to her or something. That's what this makes me think of. I'm just saying. And if you look closely at their crotch, there's like symbols right there. I'm not kidding. There's like symbols right there. There's also, I feel like there's something going on with the cracks of the chair. When I was looking at it all close in my face, I saw like some symbols kind of carved in there too. The Hierophant. You know what? This church really looks like my grade school's church. Like I just got flashbacks. somewhat traumatic, but you know, that's how grade school was. And then I'm also getting, I got like Egyptian vibes, like the slavery with the Egyptians as they were building the pyramids for some reason. I don't know why I'm getting those vibes. That's what I'm getting off of this Hierophant. And if you look in the back, you have the elemental symbol back here as well. Interesting that they're not doing the usual hand gestures, you know, where they have the, I think they're doing it like this with one hand pointing up. This one, not really. And if you look closely right here, you have the keys. Very cool. I also like how the buildings are split here. There's clearly nothing holding them there. It's kind of like some weird gravity thing going on. The levers. Now I did notice the title looks like it was misspelled, but it's the type of font that they use, because if you saw on the previous cards, here I'll bring one up, the Emperor, because look at the lovers text. You see how it looks like L-O-V-E-I-S? That's actually an R after the E. If you look at the Emperor, it does look like eyes, not gonna lie, it does, but I believe the type of font that they use, that's actually the R. Very interesting. But I can see how some people would be like, that's misspelled. I mean, I guess we'll see with the rest of the deck, I'm not sure. But so far that appears to be the R's. If you look closely on the back, you have the Archangel here that we're used to seeing in the Lover's card too. And the Chariot. This dude, I don't see the white in his eyes. It's just darkness, just like the horses, which is kind of cool. Also looks like they're riding in the clouds. Interesting. Strength, I like that they have the Black Panther here. We're always used to seeing the lion with strength, but here they have a freaking panther. Isn't that cool? The Hermit. Now this here appears to be sand, but honestly, because of like, look how close they are to the skies here, to the stars. That makes me think they're really high up, like above the clouds. But I'm also afraid, like if they were to walk out there, who knows, they might be able to walk on clouds, I don't know. And they're blindfolded too. But of course, they're trusting the light to guide them. Ooh, this Wheel of Fortune is sexy. And you got that python wrapped around. That's hot, not gonna lie. What do they have on their head? I think that might be a, what are they called? I don't know if they're called jackalopes. It's like a mixture of a bunny and another creature, like a cryptid. But that's what looks like is on her headdress, on her head. And she also does not have pupils or irises. It's just white. Here's the Justice card. This is one of the cards that we looked at when I did the haul video with this deck that was in there. Interesting how they're literally swallowing a sword, like they're a sword swallower here. And also they're not holding the weight scales. They're kind of using, I'm guessing, some sort of like magic or something to hold them up, because they're not touching them. This is a very interesting Hanged Man. That they got caught on a friggin' spider web. You got the spider right here. This appears to me, I'm thinking this is a harpy right here, because they have like a body, the body of a woman, and then they got wings and feathers and everything going on. Look at that cool spider though, it's glowing red. I also thought of the scene in both The Lord of the Rings when they run into that spider, and then also in which Harry Potter movie was that? I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure you Harry Potter fans might know which one I'm talking about, when they meet the big ass spider. That's what it makes me think of. Whoa, this death has like 6 eyeballs, which is cool because I think my devil card on my deck, I think the devil that I saw had 6 eyeballs, but this is the death card here with 6 eyeballs. Oh God, is his bone exposed? Ooh, it is. Actually, there's a lot of bones exposed right here, ouch, and then right here. Interesting how they have both like the inside, they're skeletal, like their foundation, their skeleton, and still like their skin on them. That's really interesting. Also kind of freaky. Look at this colorful temperance card. I love that they made her wings the two different elements. Right here you got fire and water. And then if you look on the platos here, or whatever you want to call that, she's got fire in that one, and then on this one she's got water. That's awesome. Also, whatever's going on in the background here, there's floating rocks or something. A lot of the cards in this deck so far have been very spacey, kind of like they're clearly not on Earth, they're somewhere else. Oh my god, this devil is cool. Showing some piernota there. Jesus Christ. What is in that cage? Oh, it's a little skeleton. It's a little skeleton buddy in the cage. But look at their headdress. And then a lot of these people also have fingertip rings for some reason. But still, it fits. It looks cool. Her face though is like, I don't know what's going on there. I can't zoom in for you guys, but like her face. There's something going on there. I think there's something coming out of her eyeball. Whoa, is this a kraken? It has like a Venus flytrap kind of mouth. Look at this tower. See, this looks like a Venus flytrap mouth. This is awesome. The star. I love these vibrant colors. I like her gesture here, like she's holding the star or like keeping it afloat, something like that. Again, we have like floating towers or rocks, meteors, whatever you want to call this. Very interesting. Ooh, the moon. Now this card, this one was a teaser card in one of the other decks that I have. And I believe they mentioned on that card that it was coming. I think it said it was coming in 2021. I don't remember, it was a while ago. But when I saw the card, I was like, 'cause this person's got two freaking faces. I was like, ooh, I need that deck just off of this card. And it's the moon. Ooh, hello, sun. Very seductive. Jesus. There's no babies here. It's just full on feminine energy. Judgment. Oh, this is cool. I like how they have the aura or the souls of the people kind of like floating up, especially this one back here. Not gonna lie though, this angel looks kind of confused. Like they're like, what? Just a little bit. I don't know if you guys can tell. This is a very interesting world card. Now I'm not sure if they're a robot, because like look at their legs. I'm not sure if they're a robot or if they just don't have that section of their legs. I can't really tell, but their legs here look very robotic, because that right there is their foot. It's kind of like they're on a plato or something, but that's their foot right there. I also love the Xena warrior looking armor right here. That's pretty cool. Coffee break. Now we're on the minors, so I'm wondering if they're gonna keep like certain color tones depending on what suit, like reds or oranges for wands. Here's our Ace of Wands. Very, very cool. Look at that freaking volcano back there in lava. I just thought of the Olympic torch too, for some reason. Our Two of Wands. And if you look closely, there's like some weird little antenna or something going on this planet that they're holding. And there's another planet up here. And then this planet right here. I don't know, I'm liking the spacey vibes. I like that it's a different world that they're in. It's clearly not Earth, and I'm liking that about this deck. Like, I'm curious to know, where are these people or where are these figures? Here's our Three of Wands. Again, there's two planets back there that I can see right here. Very, very cool. So far sticking to the reddish family color tones. Four of Wands. Also, it seems like the planets that they're on are very deserty related, you know, like hot. Or Five of Wands. Whoa, this guy's riding a freaking lion. Here's our lion. On the Six of Wands, they're not riding a horse, they're riding a lion. That's cool. The Seven of Wands, I like her stance. Like the body language going on right here that she's doing. And then this, if you look behind her, there's like a, seems to be a halo of fire or something going on. And I'm wondering if she did that with her staff or like with her abilities. Here's our Eight of Wands. Typical Eight of Wands with 8 wands going in a direction. I was trying to see if they were throwing it at something though. There doesn't appear to be anything here. It's just an empty area. Our Nine of Wands. She's got her arm on a, that's not a bandage, what is it? That's not a cast either. An arm holder? I don't know what they're called. I never like hurt my arm like that, so I don't know what they're called. But y'all know what I'm talking about. And then you guys can't really see that closely, but her face, her eye, because she's showing one of her eyes, it looks like she was crying. You know, ladies or even guys, if you have like a lot of eye makeup and you start crying, you know how it starts running, especially if you have mascara on? That's what her eye looks like. I mean, obviously if you got beat up or something, you're gonna cry. Some tears are bound to come out, but still. Also, there's fire right there. Like, be careful, lady, Jesus. And interesting that the wands are not all placed next to her or behind her, because we have some wands here and then the other ones here. So that is interesting. The Ten of Wands. I like that they're carrying the wands differently. They are carrying all of them, but they're not carrying them all like fully together. Because to be honest, that will make it harder for you to carry that weight or that load. They're, what's the phrase? Work smarter, not harder kind of thing. That's what I'm getting off of this. I also like the hint of blue that's coming out here while everything else is red. Here's our page. All of these little bulbous looking witch glasses or whatever you'd call that. Spell jars. That's cool. Look at this horse on the Knight of Wands. The freaking horse is on fire. That's cool. The Queen of Wands. And then our King of Wands. So the Suit of Wands did stick with like reddish in the red family color tone, which involves yellow, orange, browns, things of that nature. A whole bunch of colors, but in the red tone family. Now here we have the cups, which I'm sure we're gonna see blues. I love blue. Look at this huge ass cup though. There are pyramids back there. That is cool. This cup is very extravagant. I believe there's sphinxes down here too. This is a very detailed cup. Our Two of Cups. I like this motion going on with the water. Three of Cups. One thing that I'm noticing though is the person back here, they're in the shadows for some reason. They shouldn't be that far, you know, if they're over here holding hands and dancing. If they're in the shadows, that makes me think that they're not actually with this group. That's just like obviously first impressions. Our Four of Cups. See here, what's interesting is that they're actually looking at the direction of the fourth cup. Usually with the Four of Cups, we're used to seeing somebody not paying attention to the Four of Cups or even looking at that direction, but here they're clearly looking at that direction. Their head is slightly tilted up too, towards where the cup is. The Five of Cups, honestly, she just looks like she's drunk as hell. Like she had 3 shots and she's done. Honestly, that's what it looks like. The body language there, to me, that doesn't really look sad. It looks like I drank too much. That's what it looks like. I'm just saying. Our Six of Cups. Seven of Cups. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there appears to be, to me, it looks like a city in the water here. Unless what we're looking at is the reflection of possibly a city that's above her that we can't see in the card, unless we're looking at the water reflection. Eight of Cups. I love that they're walking on a huge tree branch here. Instead of like your typical ground or going up a mountain or something, they're just like walking across a big ass tree branch. Nine of Cups. You got these I think they're called obelisks, correct me if I'm wrong, back here, and they're like sliced up like we saw in the I think it was the Hierophant card, where like the church part of it was kind of sliced but still right above it, like they weren't like falling off or anything, kind of like held by gravity in a weird way. The 10 of Cups, that doorway there, I'm getting Egyptian vibes with how the doorway looks. Here's our Page of Cups. They got some, like, these look like boats. These totally look like boats here, but airplane boats? I don't know what's going on. And this looks like a water dam right here. Oh my God, this horse looks so cool. Look at this beautiful water horse. Or seahorse, whatever you'd want to call it. It's so pretty. Queen of Cups. King of Cups. I like the pyramids behind them. Makes me wonder how many people are wherever they are. Like that civilization. Now we're on the swords. This is a beautiful looking sword. So I'm assuming with swords we're gonna have more cool blue tones and grays. The 2 of Swords. Very, very pretty. I like the hints of red going on here. Ooh, I don't know if these swords are going through or not. 3 of Swords, this is interesting. I like that the 3 swords aren't all piercing the heart. Are they in a graveyard? I can't tell if they're in a graveyard or not. Those don't appear to look like tombstones. Or tombs. Like the big ones that you actually have to go underground to see your loved ones. I think they're tombs. There's other ones that are above the ground, obviously, but I think they have a different name. 4 of Swords, interesting. These swords are totally about to pierce her, but she's like, yes, I'm sleeping. Also, it kind of looks like she's being carried out, like alien abduction kind of vibes here, where she's just slowly being carried out very gracefully, and she doesn't even know because she's knocked the fuck out. Kind of scary though. I like this going on here. The clouds, very subtle, soft looking clouds. It's just giving me airy vibes, which fits because, you know, the Suit of Swords is for the element of air. This is our 5 of Swords. Oh, this is pretty. I like the colors in this one. The 6 of Swords. Now, I believe with 6 of Swords, we're used to seeing 3 people. And here it's just 2. Unless, maybe that's probably a baby there that might have passed away and they're carrying the baby across on the river or something for a ceremony. I'm just throwing out options there and things that I'm thinking about. I love this moon up here. That's so cool. Are there 2 moons? That looks like 2 moons. Well, even better. 7 of Swords. This is cool. That person is totally getting away with it. Very, very sly and sneaky and smart. I'm getting smart off of this too. Our 8 of Swords. Notice the rope does not appear to be tightly bound on her. Honestly, it just makes you think of Shibari. Or 9 of Swords. I don't know if you guys can see it, but they look like they might have been like preparing herbs here. They were probably went up here wherever they're at to get away from everything, but unfortunately sometimes, well, a lot of times we can't get away from our own thoughts, our own mind, because it's a part of us, right? 10 of Swords. Now what I've noticed, here, let's see, there's one of these cards who had, because these swords are, what's the word, sheathed, like they're in their protective case, but they're still stabbing this guy, which I feel like would probably hurt more since the sheaths are not, you know, sharp, like if it was the actual sword stabbing you. Here we go. So on the 5 of Swords, this sword right here is not sheathed. It's not, doesn't have their casing or their covering. These do, and they're stabbing him. Oh my God. Here's our page. Also noticed that the suit of swords, they're more like in the mountains. Look at this beautiful horse. I love that the knights have like elemental horses. It's so cool. I kind of wish it was just the horses for the knights, to be honest. A queen with a beautiful headdress. Seeing the scarab beetle right here. A king of swords. Now we're on the pentacle. So in this deck, they're coins, but you know, same thing. So ace of coins. I love the fireflies, the little glowy things going on there. Also this part, these parts of the tree make me think of eyes. Like the tree's looking at you. And two of coins. I like that she has blue hair. Oh, of course with the pentacles or the coins, we would be seeing more green tones, more earthy tones. So greens and possibly browns, but more greens for sure. Like here, here's our three of coins. There's a lot of green going on there. Oh, I think these are, I was gonna say fairies. No, what are they? Elves. Because look at their ears. They got pointy ears. And these are five of coins. And the door here, it's probably too hard to tell because like the staff and part of her is in the way, but the door here is open. Also, I like that it's raining and not snowing. A six of coins. Oh my god, this is totally Legolas right here. Seven of coins. Our eight of coins. He looks like he's crafting the coins. And then this world, the coin world or whatever we're looking at here, makes me think it's more of a earthy earth. More like a Greenland or something. Or open plains, if that makes any sense. Who would that be, Gog? Like it's almost as if it's very similar to our Earth right now, but it's not Earth. It's another place. Why does this page look very sneaky, like they did something wrong? And they're trying not to get caught. Maybe because like, it looks like they're in a darker area of the forest that they're not supposed to be in. Interesting. So the Knight of Coins, you know how the other suits had horses, elemental horses? So I wish they kept it going, but the Knight of Coins does not have a horse. They have a deer. I really wish it was an elemental earth horse. That would have been awesome. Queen of Coins. We can't see her ears though. But we've already seen pointy ears on everybody else. So I'm pretty sure they're elves. And then our King of Coins. Very pointy crown. I would hate to have that be thrown at me. All right, well that was the flip through portion of it. Let me bring out another Taroteka deck so I can show you size comparison because I did get the bigger version of this one. All right, so here's the Elemental Wisdom Tarot, which is this deck right here. And here's the teaser card that this deck had. So it has this one, which said in 2021, it still isn't out yet, whatever this deck is, which I'm kind of bummed about because I really wanted to get this one. And this one is from this deck that I just showed you. This is the moon card in the deck that we're looking at today. So the regular size decks that they have are edged in black. And then the bigger versions are usually edged in a different color. This one was the gold edging, like I showed you guys earlier. As far as size comparison, so this is the big version, right? And then here's normal tarot size. You see the difference there? That's huge. I don't know how I'm gonna shuffle this. Actually, we're gonna try to shuffle it. All right, here is my first attempt at shuffling it normally. Of course, you guys can't see. Ooh, I can barely grab them like this. And I have medium-sized hands. It's so hard to like, barely. That wasn't that good, to be honest. Okay, well, it's gonna be a little hard to shuffle these. Can we do overhand? Kind of comfortable to grab. For overhand, very slightly comfortable, not totally comfortable. But I can do overhand better than I can do, you know, riffle shuffling. So at least I can do that. I don't really like to shuffle this way. This just feels very, very awkward to me. I can't do it. So it is shuffleable, not comfortably shuffleable for people with medium-sized hands. I can't imagine people with small hands, but people with big hands can probably shuffle it no problem. As far as cardstock goes, because this is a bigger card, it's actually pretty sturdy. It's not, it doesn't feel like hard cardstock, like the very, very sturdy one. It has flexibility to it. So that's good for you bridge shufflers. I can't really do the bridge. You know what? I can do it on my deck for some reason. That's actually the first bridge that I ever did on my deck. I can't really do it on any other deck. Not that well right now. So yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything. If I forgot anything that I haven't mentioned in the video already, let me know in the comments down below. If you stuck to this part of the video, leave the sun emoji in the comments. I very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!